Hey y'all, what is happening? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you a special episode of The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, where we typically give you my first reaction and unboxings of all things pop culture. When I see it, you see it. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit that like and subscribe button and get notified when we have new videos. And if you're already doing that, thank you. And the reason why this is a little bit different is because I'm going to share with you this massive toy haul that I got and how I got it. But before we get into that, I really couldn't, typically you'll see a review or unboxing from me, and I really just didn't have it in me today. I needed something that to kind of give me up my spirits a little bit, because just 7 years ago today was when my dad was killed. He was killed in a home invasion, and someone broke into the house and shot my father. And so really amazing guy. If you got to know him, you would just say, why would this happen to somebody, right? And so I've been really kind of bummed today a little bit. And so I just wanted to, one of the things that inspired me to start this channel was reflecting back off of some of my happier times as a kid and some of the things that my dad provided for us. So if you didn't know who I was, just a little history of Jimmy G. Me and my sister Kathy, they call her Big China, which is awesome. We were in foster care from about the ages of 5 to 9. And so we grew up in different homes. And we never really had our own toys per se that we called our own. Typically those toys stayed at that foster home for other foster kids to play with. Finally, when I was 9, my sister was 8, the Goebel family, which consists of my dad and my mom, I call them dad and mom because that's what they are to me, Art and Surong, chose us, adopted us. That's what's interesting, is a lot of people, I always kind of make that funny joke that people say, oh, you must have been adopted. And I said, yeah, my parents chose me. They had to put up with you. But anyway, I digress. No, everyone's beautiful. But they adopted us, and we finally had a permanent home, and they raised us as best as they can. And one of the very first toys that my dad got me was a G1 Sideswipe, which, that's how I fell in love with Transformers. I thought it was freaking awesome. Now, they weren't rich folks. They weren't, rich folks that got me everything I wanted or things like that. Matter of fact, there were many times that we couldn't afford a lot of stuff. I usually had a lot of the smaller Transformers, just because that's what we could afford. And I remember times where I appreciate it now, but I couldn't see it as a kid, where my dad actually took a second job around Christmas time just so that he could provide Christmas to his family. I remember he also was in the military, and so I remember Thanksgivings at the hospital, because that's where he worked, and things like that too as well. But a few things my dad always did was he loved God and he loved others, and he always told us as kids to be generous. He always taught us to be to keep our word, even if it's to our own hurt. And what I mean by that is basically, if my dad said he would lend you $200, but then he needed that $200 for something else, he would still give you that $200. I mean, that was who he was. He would figure it out. He would figure out how to make sure that happened for you. So he was one of those kind of, I don't want to say old school, but it was just that mindset of your word was your bond. That's who you were. Your word was who you are. You need to be a person of integrity, a person of honor, and a person who worked hard for what they got. So Sideswipe was one of my favorite Transformers. And so after he died about 7 years ago, I went through some tumultuous times and stuff in my life. But one of the things that I found solace in was Transformers and toys and things like that. And it really brought me and reminded me of better times and those childhood times where things were much better, much happier, and things like that. Even getting toys that we couldn't afford, now I could afford, we can do. Like one of my favorite toys that I had as a kid was a Voltron, and I was able to get one of those. And then the YouTube channel got birthed out of me just sharing my love for toys with my friends, and they said, hey, why don't you just share that with the world? And so that's what happened. So today I needed a little bit of pick-me-up, and so I wanted to share what happened to me over the past several days. You know me. Many of y'all know that I love to give away things. Not just because I'm trying to drive viewership to my channel or anything like that. I want people to be able to have that same experience I had as a kid, or remember their childhood or things like that. And I know some people just, this is their opportunity to just recapture some of that stuff or get things for their kids, or just kind of do those, just see that joy and that wonder. And I hope that comes through in my channel when I, do toy reviews and things like that, that it's mainly about passion and joy and having fun with this piece of plastic, right? So I love giving stuff away. I've always been that way. I've always been a giver, never expecting anything in return. But one of the things my dad taught us is to be givers, that if you are a giver, he believed that a generous soul will be blessed and refreshed himself. So in all of this time, all this leading up to this, is that I was blessed with a crap ton of toys over the past few days, that some of them I did have to pay for, but a lot of it was absolutely free. And I'll tell you what I paid for versus what was free and things like that. Huge shout out to a couple people. First of all, Utopia Toys and Models. You all are amazing. I was at Fanboy, and for one day, just helping my friend John tear down, and we'll get to that a little bit. Just talking with my other friend John, who owns Utopia Toys and Models, and he blessed me with, let me just show you, where is it? Oh, this figure here. This is freaking awesome. He goes, hey, go ahead and take it and review it. And I was like, awesome, I'm going to review it because I love Mashal. This is one that I needed. And he goes, yeah, take it, review it. It's yours to keep. And I just thought that was freaking awesome. So Utopia Toys and Models, thank you so much for this amazing figure. I will shout your names to the housetops. If y'all don't know who they are, you need to go to my link in my description below. But they have all sorts of cool collectibles, manga, statues, everything. They are John's an amazing dude, and if you're like, I don't know who they are, well, you've probably seen them because they are at just about every friggin' convention that there is known to man. They're there. So you look for their booths whenever you're at, and maybe I'll post on my Facebook any place that they're going to be at, so that way you can always look for them. But I was, my friend John that I helped, the other John that I helped with his booth, with his setup and teardown, he's moving, and which sucks, and I'll tell you why it sucks, is because I just got to know him over the past several months, and I was just like, why haven't I known this guy earlier? We share a love for toys, we share a love for Transformers, a love for all things 80s, and we also share the same generous heart. And so he's moving, and so he was selling a lot of his collection, but he basically said, hey, I want you to go through it, and you can have a bunch of stuff. And I was just like, what? And when I say a bunch of stuff, he gave me a bunch of stuff. So we'll get into that here in just a moment. But I do want to show you some things that I got for a really, really good price, and through trades and through some really good dealing and wheeling and dealing and stuff like that. So let me show you that first. So this is my Toy Blessed to be Depressed toy haul here. So hopefully you've hung on. I know it's been 9 minutes and it just has been the intro, but now I'm going to show you the toys. And so first of all, I just want to show you a few things that I was able to pick up through trades, through really good deals and stuff like that. So here's a Grimlock Fall of Cybertron, which is friggin' awesome. So if you never played that game, this thing is really, really cool looking. So I was able to pick that up. Was able to pick up this Transformers animated Megatron. So really, really excited to open this up to share with you guys. And then some really other cool stuff here. I'm going to move some of this stuff. I'm not going to show you everything I got. So these are a couple things too as well, with a Masterpiece Wheeljack. All these are legit Masterpiece. And so don't ask me how much these were, because I will not tell you. Secret safe with me. One thing that I've always wanted was a Fans Toys Phoenix, which is a Jetfire. So was able to pick up one of those. Was able to, y'all know him, King, not Bozo. And then a couple other things too. This 20th anniversary Optimus Prime was something I was able to pick up. And then MP4. Oh my God, he's so heavy. He's so heavy. So excited about looking at that one. So that's going to be so cool. So freaking awesome. And then John had a friend named Joe who had some stuff at John's booth that I really wanted, and decided to work out a trade for some stuff. But first of all, Joe gave me some stuff. He gave me these little Gundam models, which are really, really cool. So yeah. So there's two more. But then I worked out a trade with some of the stuff that I had, that Joe had. And so first of all, let me show you this. This is super, super cool. If TFCon Baltimore, if David Kay and Gary Chalk are there, I will probably have them autograph this. But this is the 10th anniversary Beast Wars, Toys R Us exclusive. So really, really nice. New inbox, never been opened. So that's something that's friggin' awesome. And then I backed the HasLab for the Omega Prime, but I always wanted the original toy, and so look at that, Optimus Prime. And yes, you can't have Optimus Prime without the Ultra Magnus to go along with it. So there they are. And both of these combine to form Omega Prime. And so I can't wait to open this up for y'all and to share my joy and excitement about this. I don't know when I will do it. It may be when the HasLab comes out, so we can kind of do a good comparison. But we will definitely be opening it up. So that's stuff that actually costed money, or costed merchandise, whatever, merchandising, whatever it may be. So now let's get into the stuff from John. And John, thank you. John, you are amazing. You are the freaking bee's knees. I'm going to miss you when you move to Maryland, because I thought we just started getting to know each other and started having fun, and now you're leaving. Now you're leaving me. But anyway, but John started blessing me with a few things. So a couple things that he left in my care until his son gets older, and if his son decides to want them, then they must leave my collection, but I'm going to show you them regardless. So let me turn around here, and these things are Star Wars related. So first of all, 12-inch Luke and the Tauntaun complete. But very, very cool. Look at that. But you can't have Luke without, let's bring him in, Han Solo. So both of them. That's so friggin' cool. But look at those guys. They are freaking awesome. So I can't wait to go into these a little bit more deep. But really, really excited about these two. And if his son doesn't want them, well, they will always have a good home here, John. But the other thing John gave me, which I could not believe, and I've always wanted this ship. Yes, it is the fastest ship in the galaxy to make the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. And that is an original vintage Millennium Falcon. And this one is complete, folks. This has everything. Let me open this up so you can kind of see some of the inside there. But look at that. And it's in amazing condition. Needs a little bit of cleaning up, and probably want to. I might get some stickers to do some just repro, because it's missing a sticker right there. But I don't care. but it's got everything, and finding one of these complete is pretty rare, and I got one. So John, you are the man. Yeah, and here we have, you know, the cockpit right here that opens up, but everything is here. It's freaking awesome, and everything works on that. So those two are definitely gems in my collection. And then, of course, I got some figures. So I got a good Gambit right here, absolutely free. This is a bag of Spawn figures that he picked up at a Carms, but it's just a huge bag full of Spawn figures and things like that. So I can't wait to go through those eventually to see what I got. But then the other thing is, as y'all know, I'm a big fan of Voltron, and so the Panache Place little tank thing there, so really cool, and actually works. And then I got a and it needs some restoration, but a Panache Place Voltron, so very nice. It's missing the canopy on the yellow line, so I'm gonna look for one. If you have one, I could use it, so please let me know. But there it is, the Panache Place Voltron. But wait, there's more. Then I just got, they're all still in bags and stuff, but there's Hagar, or Hagar, whatever you want to call her. We got just all sorts of figures, the Voltron figures, Robeasts, Prince Lothar. I'm missing Princess Allura, but I've got, all I gotta say is wow. Wowie wow on that stuff. But wait, there's more. So I will be right back, because I've got to reset, because I don't have enough room for everything I want to show you. So I'll be back. Are you all still here? All right, good. So part 2 of the things I got. Now, just a caveat, this is just a fraction of his collection. A fraction of his collection, and he had a really good fanboy where he sold a bunch of stuff, but he still has like 20 totes of just all sorts of cool stuff. And so this is the stuff I got to go through, and he's just started handing me stuff. Said, hey, if you like this, go ahead, take it. So let's go through, hopefully I can go through really quickly some of the stuff here. And so first we're going to start with well, all the stuff back here. You know the Titanium Series diecast Transformers figures that came out? Well, let's go over. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of them. So just a few of them to show you. There's Megatron, still hiding out in his box. There, here is, I think it's Thundercracker. Yeah, Thundercracker right there. Beautiful. He was transformed. So some of these are still new in box, some of them are not. Cheetor right there. A couple that are my favorite. This is the only at Target one, Thrust right there. That's awesome. Still in box, still sealed up. Another one of my favorites, I wonder where it's at. Oh, here it is. Y'all saw my review on the Iron Factory Fallen. Here is the Titanium, the Fallen, which is so freaking cool looking. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Then we got, oh yeah, here we go. Triple Changer. Good old Optimus Primal right there. Nice. And then we have Starscream. Let's see, I'm running out of room here to show you. Oh, yeah, little Legacy Cheetor. He had that, and he goes, hey, I've got a few of these. Do you want one? I was like, yeah, I'll take one. And then, good old Prowl. Very nice Prowl. Rodimus Prime from the Titanium series. Some of y'all, this is taking some of y'all back. Some of y'all are like, these are boring. You're boring me. This isn't only at Toys R Us, the Grimlock from War Within. So very, very cool on that. The Ultra Magnus, no box for him, but still cool nonetheless. Really, really awesome. Oh, let's show you here, Menosaur, which is like a Shatterglass Hot Rod pretty much, but they call it Menosaur. So that is awesome. a couple more that are my favorite. I won't show you all of them. This one, of course, Robots in Disguise Optimus Prime, RID, right there. And then the rest of these were taken out of box, so which were cool. There's Soundwave right there. And then some things from Transformers Animated. So I got a Ratchet, really cool. And then a Rodimus Miner. So Toys R Us exclusives right there. So very nice. I can't wait to dig my paws under these guys and start playing with them. And then we got some Power of the Primes. We got Ripper Snapper right here. And he gave me this because of something else I'll show you here in just a little bit. And then I've always been wanting this guy. And he had one. And he said, hey, you can have it. So I was like, awesome. That is so cool. Like I said, I'm just feeling blessed right now with all this stuff. And here's one that I was just kind of shocked at that he let me have. I'll just show it to you. That's just freaking awesome. That is just freaking awesome. So really excited about this one. So cool. Yeah, so excited about this. But as Ronco says, but wait, there's more. This is the last part. I'll be right back. Okay, I swear. And again, John and Jenna, you all are so precious people. So he let me go through his G1 stuff and said, take what you want. So I'll show you some of the G1. Some of it's not G1. Some of it's just, you know, it's just cool stuff. So let me start with one of the coolest things here. I do have the Transformers Legacy Magmatron, but he said, oh, how would you like an original? And I said, that would be awesome to have an original. So a complete Magmatron. Here, all the rest of the parts are in here, but there is a complete Magmatron. Very cool. I cannot wait to play with this and do the comparisons side by side with the other Magmatron. So thank you, John, for this one. Let me try to see if I can get it back in the Ziploc bag. He's like, no, I don't want to go back in. Yes, you must go back in, Magmatron, for you are too powerful to be out on your own. You're too powerful. So let me show you. This is not G1, but that right there, so freaking cool. Some of it I'll take out of bags. Some of it I'm just gonna leave it. Most of it I'm gonna leave in bags, like to show you. I mean, they're all eventually gonna come out of bags, but to show you, they're staying in bags. So these little mini guys right here, Power Glide, Beachcomber, and Sea Spray. Picked those up. John gave those to me. Yes. And we got, now some of these I'm going to have to complete because they may be missing weapons or things like that, but that's okay. I'm more than up to the challenge. But there we go, a Rodimus Prime. So awesome. As you know, I picked up Grimlock and Slag in Florida, or not Florida, Alabama, when I was there. Oh, this is a Grimlock here that it's, you know, a Fall from Cybertron one. Really cool. Not G1, but there's a G1 Swoop. He needs some repairs, but I will find the parts for him. And then we got Slug right there. So cool. Need some parts for him. Then we got, I know I have, oh, yep, here we go. Good old Snarl. He's there. So really awesome. Then I was able to pick up Cup. KUP, not CUP. Look at that. So cool. These are all vintage. Trailbreaker right here. He needs some parts, but you know, hey, I got them. We got most of Bruticus here. Missing a couple pieces, but most of them are here. I'm missing the space shuttle and some other pieces on here, but I will work on completing him. I think this is a complete Shockwave. I'm not for sure, but yes. Nice shockwave. I don't know if it works and things like that, but we will see. In my retro reviews that I usually do, we'll see what happens. There's a prowl right there. Oh, the reason why he gave me that Power of the Primes Ripper Snapper, because there's another Ripper Snapper right there. The G1 one. I'm going to take him out of the bag so you can kind of see him. Good old Ripper Snapper. So, yeah, it's so cool. So freaking cool. These are ones, some of them I wish I had as a kid, and now I do have them. How about Superion right here? So, awesome. Here's Thrust. He was one of the cone heads I was missing, and so I was able to pick up a Thrust. I'm missing a fist and a landing gear and some weapons on him, but I'll be able to find that on eBay. Oh, y'all remember I picked up Chop Shop from Lower Alabama, and I picked up a Barrage, but the Barrage wasn't complete. But we got Venom. So cool. Just missing weapons. Ransack. Awesome. And then a complete Barrage right there. So awesome. Very, very cool. So I may end up giving that other Barrage to somebody else. Got a Cliff Jumper right there. So nice. We also got just some other, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Red Alert and Blue Streak. Why is he called Blue Streak when he's gray, right? Who knows? And then this guy, which is a Transmetals Grimlock. But I'm going to pull him out of the bag so you can see him. I'll pull him out of the bag so you can see him, put them together a little bit. So, yeah. It's freaking awesome. The thing you got to watch out for is the gold and stuff. These were very, very fragile, so you got to be very careful with them as you play with them and things like that. So be very, very careful with them. But that right there, my friends, sums up just about everything I got, and all the stuff I just showed you in that second half, as well as the Voltron stuff and the Millennium Falcon. That was given to me, and like I said, I was shocked. I was beyond shocked on that, and it just reminds me that, you know, helping people out and seeing people happy, and that's one of the things John really prides himself in, is wanting to see people happy. You should have seen him at Fanboy. He was selling some stuff for way less than what it's worth because it made people happy. And that was awesome. And he has made this child happy. And on a day that has been a really tough day for me today, just going through this and showing it to y'all just really lifted my spirits. And I hope it lifted your spirits too. And in no way I want you to be jealous or envious or anything like that. This should be just celebratory. And I pray and I hope that you run into this, that people be generous with you, that if as you continue to be generous with others, that people will be generous to you. And that's just my message here. I think this is just freaking cool. John, you are the man, and you are awesome, and I'm terribly going to miss you when you go to Maryland. But I know we're going to hook back up at TFCon Baltimore or Virginia. You're going to Virginia, right? Virginia or Maryland? I know you're going somewhere. But I know we'll hook back up at TFCon Baltimore. Can't wait for that. And so he's still here. I mean, he's not leaving till August, but that's all I got to show you. So we'll tune back into our regularly scheduled program later on. But thank you again to Utopia Toys and Models and John there. You guys are awesome. You've always been very supportive of the channel. I know Rocky at Krypto and Grant at Nirvana have been very supportive too as well. So thank you all. As you can see at the very end, I kind of put these are places where you should shop. Really good people. But thank you all. You all are amazing, and you all keep feeling me and showing you and finding new toys and finding old toys and showing those off to you and sharing, not just should you buy it, but sharing the excitement and the childlike wonder that I have with it. Wonder that I have with it. But I'm going to leave you now. I think this video is long enough, so hopefully some of y'all have stayed in. Some of y'all may have been using this as white noise and fell asleep. But in the meantime, until we meet again, y'all remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to you later. I gotta go play with some toys. Bye now.